If you've been on the lookout for the perfect family home with ample space and great aesthetics, and in Loyola Granville as well, this might just be for you. So make sure you stay tuned because this is a rare find. So when you drive up to this street and then you look at your house, you see this symmetrical beauty, right? So you have this central portion which has this vertical garden faux, but it looks very nice. And then you have carports on either side. So you do have manual gates. Let's go through this one. And this is your pedestrian gate. You can also open the other side actually. So bahala na kayo kung anong side yung mas gusto nyo buksan or kung saan side kayo naka-designate mag-park. So you can fit one car comfortably, but I suppose it depends on what kinds of vehicles you have. And then you can also have your guests park right at the front. Okay, so your cars will be partially covered thanks to the trellis up here. And then all around you have these planter boxes with these dainty and beautiful plants. And then on both sides, you have access to the perimeter of your home. So we're not going to go through there yet. We're going to go through the main door. Getting on timing. So we're going to go through the main door. And as you can see, it's nice and black and dramatic. I love it. It's nice and clean, nice and sleek, but it is not plain. You do have these vertical lines, you have framing, it's so nice to look at. So let's open these double doors. It's gonna welcome you to this very high ceiling hallway. You can see a portion of the second floor, and then clearly this floor goes way deep into the property. Oops. But before we go through that area, let's go through the first door that we'll see on the left. So, actually, hold on, before I open, check out the handle. So it's actually a matte black with some gold accents. Okay, so this is the office or den. So you have this much space, actually it's very spacious. And then you have a window that peers over to one of your cars over by the carport. It's standard height, but you do have an area that's cove lighting. So that's a little higher. And then over here, you have double doors. And this will lead you to bedroom number 1. So again, you have a lot of space. You have this massive window looking over the other carport. Then you have space big enough to fit a king-sized bed or a queen-sized bed. You have your built-ins right here. And then it has an ensuite, toilet and bath with lots of counter space, a sink here in the middle, your toilet across that, and then a very spacious enclosed shower space. Now your shower and as well as, of course, this side of the room actually uses subway tiles in gray, and then the rest is flat gray paint. And I love that it's a textural difference. Kahit yung pinto, gray din eh, but again, it's all very different. And then you have these pops of neutral color. It's a visual treat. It's very aesthetic. And then across bedroom number 1, oh, that's adorable. We have a guest accessible powder room. So you have a urinal, your sink with counter space on either side as well as storage underneath, and then your toilet here by the end. You do have high ceiling, and again you have cove lighting on that side. It's very well lit because apart from the downlights, we still have these wall sconces Which, by the way, for a powder room, maganda. Kasi at least yung ilaw, diba? You can actually see your face and it's not just covered in shadow or hidden in shadow. Okay. Now, for the main area. Ah, this is beautiful. So you have your main stairs over here on the right, as well as... Tuloy-tuloy ba to? Oh, it is. Okay. So you have this hidden portion that kind of acts as a gallery of your fine china or whatever it is that you want to display. It can also be a literal gallery if you want to display artwork over here, if you wanted to. And then it's gonna go through right to the kitchen. But before we head there, let's check out this area. So you have your living and your dining here. But, man, this is, architecturally, this is so beautiful to me because you have this lower ceiling portion, right? Actually, standard siya. Hindi talaga siya low ceiling. It only appears that way kasi itong area na to bukas. So this is really high ceiling, right? So in comparison lang. But what that does is, it makes this area feel cozier. It makes it feel more intimate. Perfect for conversations. And then, dito na lang ako dadaan. And then you have your dining area over here. So it's kind of the same ceiling height then, pero since technically lowered siya, you know. So you have this higher cove portion. So it feels much more open and less about intimate conversations and more now about conversations that you're gonna have across the room, towards the living area, and then towards the kitchen. So kung nakaupo ka dito, parang kahit sinong gusto mo kausapin sa areas na to, okay lang. It's not a closed feeling. Ang galing. Ang galing. I love how design makes you feel these things just by being in a particular area. Okay, now speaking of area, now we have the kitchen. So you have a bar over there. You have an island counter here, basically. And you have your sink in this portion. You have your stove here, so that's your range, and your refrigerator is right there. So it creates that perfect triangle. You have lots of storage, and then you have storage for your decorative china if you wanted to display china, or maybe tumblers or mugs. Comment down below if you have a lot of those, because I know I do. Then again, more storage. Okay, so from your kitchen, you have a door that will lead you to the side of the house. So from here, you can go back out your carport. You can also go to your staff quarters, as well as some storage and your service area. So this is your laundry area and your daily kitchen. This does have an awning, so it is covered, but you could always just close this or fold it back if you wanted to. And then from here, wag muna. From here, you have another side gate that's gonna lead you to the backyard. But to go to the backyard, sa iba tayo dumaan. Okay, so your living, dining, and kitchen is basically one open area, diba? And it's really bright. Naka-draw lang yung windows. Curtains, sorry. So all of those are actually sliding doors that you can open and go through. But this is the one that we're gonna go through first. And to your backyard. Oh. So you have a more shallow pool area over here on the left, and then mas malalim dito. But it's basically perfect for a few laps, just hanging out, just chilling, literally in the pool. You have your outdoor shower right over there. And it's just a nice place to be. You have some seating over here. Pag binuksan mo tong sliding door, di basically parang malaking hangout na siya. And then just to give you guys a sneak, or a peek rather, this is what the other side of the house looks like. So you have more areas where you can have conversations that are more private, or just kung halimbawa may house party, tas iba yung friends ng mga anak mo, they can have their own pockets of conversation areas, or conversation areas. Okay, so that is it for the ground floor. So let's now head up to the second, but before we do, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and click on the bell so you get notified for whenever we release new YouTube videos. We're on Facebook, so make sure you hit like and see first, and follow us on Instagram at Presello_official. If you want to see more houses like this here, and this one, by the way, I haven't mentioned yet. So this, by the way, I haven't mentioned until now, is in Loyola Grand Villas. So if you want to see more of that, make sure you go to our website at www.presello.com. Invest in your future. Invest with us. Invest with Presello. And now up the beautiful main stairs. I love how essentially the main stairs area is very straightforward, simple lines, but done well. I mean, just check this one out. It curves so nicely. It looks very clean, and the wood is nice and solid and executed perfectly. Okay, so here on the second floor, we have this very well and naturally lit hallway. Before we go through that door, let's check out these two first. So you can actually peer over your living area, as we saw earlier, as well as the main entrance. So you can see if you have, or kung sino yung mga guests na pumapasok. Actually, kita rin sa gate mismo eh, if they were standing by the, you remember the central portion where I was standing at the start of the video? Kita rin actually, so that's really nice. Okay, so you have two doors over here. Let's go through this one first. So we have bedroom number 2. We have this much space. Parang ang sarap hawakan. Ang ganda nung throw. So you have this much space, and again, you have your built-ins over on that side. You have your vanity, entertainment, and then you have sliding glass doors that lead to a balcony at the front of your property. And again, this is a very quiet subdivision, so it's nice and peaceful. And then over on this side, you have your own suite, toilet and bath, with your sink, your toilet, and then your enclosed shower space. So just for, just so you can see the scale of it, very high ceiling, and then you actually do have a lot of space. I really do appreciate the textures that they've used. And then across this one, mind you, there is a very small step from the rooms down to the hallway. So across bedroom number 2, we have bedroom number 3. Now this pretty much feels like a mirror of bedroom number 2. So they're generally the same when it comes to the size. You also have a balcony, and then you have, of course, an ensuite, toilet and bath. Oh, something that I didn't notice earlier, and I'm gonna mention it now, is how floating yung cabinetry, pero sa ilalim madali pa rin linisin, while not being easily accessible by water. What I mean is, kung halimbawa nagkaroon ng leak or whatever, it's not gonna go under the counter. So that's nice for maintenance. Again, of course, you have your sink, your toilet, and then your enclosed shower space. Medyo mas malaki nga lang yung shower space na to, unlike yung kanina, di ba? So this one is actually wider. Okay. And now let's go to the end of the hallway. So kakaiba yung handle nito. First of all, you have a vertical handle, and then you have a door lock. A pinned door lock. Ooh. So bedroom number 4 is your master bedroom or primary bedroom. So you have a space for entertainment. There's a dedicated space to just hang out. You have lots of huge windows. You have, okay, this is a very big headboard, by the way. So it's up to you if you want to use, obviously a queen-sized bed is perfect, but you can go even bigger because you do have a lot of space. Then again, you have access to sliding doors that will lead you to the balcony, this time at the back of your house. So that means your view is of your swimming pool. It's very big actually. We're gonna go out there later. But for now, let's check out these two doors. So this one is the flush door. Yung isa kasi medyo may design eh. So this is your walk-in closet. So essentially all of the doors for this is smoked, but is it lit? It is. So you don't need to keep opening your doors to see which is in what cabinet. You can just see it. That's really nice, keeps it looking neat and aesthetic. And now we have another flush door. This time this is gonna lead to your ensuite toilet and bath. Oh wow. You have a beautifully minimalist bathtub. You have an enclosed shower space. You have your toilet over there. And you have your his and hers sinks. Lots of counter space and lots of storage underneath. And when I say space, you even have enough for an ottoman right here. It's a beautiful bathroom. Then we're back to the primary bedroom. Now let's head out. There we go. So you see, this balcony is basically the entire width of the house. And when you hang out here, you can hear your water feature. It's nice and relaxing, and no one can really see you except of course for your neighbors, but the likelihood of them hanging out right in front of you is pretty low. So yeah, that's been the whole lovely house. Now it's time for a recap, but before we do that, make sure you stare at these beautiful B-rolls. Alright, so numbers. You have 621 square meters of floor area divided between 2 levels, 500 square meters of lot area, 4 bedrooms, 4 toilet and baths, and two so you have 2 carports, right? And each of them can actually fit 2 vehicles or 2 cars. But it depends what kind of vehicles you have. Of course, if you have a much bigger vehicle, then maybe you want to put just 1, so it depends. But you can fit 2 sedans in there. And then you do have guest parking at the front of your property, which again is very symmetrical looking, very pleasing to the eyes. This whole house is really, while still being homey. So naturally, if you know anyone who wants to see this place, send this video to them, or if you want to see it for yourself, send us a message or go to our website at www.presello.com. Invest in your future. Invest with us. Invest with Presello. house tours, make sure you click here. And if you want to see more of our Build Your Owns or BYOs, click here. And if you want to see more of our other content, click right here. Also, if you haven't subscribed,